Hello, Lili here. Today we are starting with Class 3, Chapter 20, the last chapter of your SST textbook. And the name of the chapter is Farming and Wheel. Look at the picture, discuss how it is made and what are its uses. This is a pot, it is made of clay and the uses are for cooking and also storing grains. Now, discovery of farming. Fire helped early humans to settle down in an area for some time. During this time, they saw that seeds of fruits, when thrown carelessly on the soil, grew into new plants. They soon realized that plants could grow if seeds were thrown in the soil. This was the beginning of farming. This is also the picture of beginning of farming. They now collected the seeds of different plants and spread them on the ground. After a while, these plants grew and bore fruits or grains. After some time, the early humans realized that the use of water helped them grow more crops. So they started living near rivers, lakes, or any other water body. Thus, settlements started coming up near water bodies. The key term for settlement is places where early humans started staying for a long period of time. Domestication of animals. After settling down, the early humans observed that certain animals could be useful to them. They felt that all animals should not be hunted for food. A few animals could provide them food, while a few others could be used to carry load. These animals were reared by them. They were called domestic animals. Cows, goats, and sheep were some animals domesticated by the human beings in the ancient times. Plowing the field with the help of animals. Now, uses of domestic animals. Bullocks were used to plow the field for farming. Sheep and goats were used for meat and skin. Their skin kept the early humans warm in winter. Cows and goats were tamed for milk. Dogs were used to guard domesticated animals, and animals like horses and donkeys were used for transportation as well. Now, rafts. The early humans saw logs of wood floating in water. This made them realize that they could also cross rivers with the help of logs of wood. They tied the logs of wood together and made a raft. Soon they started using rafts to carry load across the river. This is the shape of the raft. Invention of wheel. The early humans started using rafts as sledges to pull load on ground. These sledges proved to be quite comfortable on even land. However, they required a lot of effort to pull on uneven land. The early humans noticed that round pieces of wood rolled easily down a slope. Describe the picture. This is the potter's wheel. They use it to make different pots in sizes and shapes. They began to consider if these pieces could be added to a sledge. They added these round pieces of wood to their sledges. It became easier to transport them. Thus, they invented the wheel. This was one of the most remarkable inventions of the early humans. As you can see, this is using logs to move the sledge. Their lives became comfortable. Now they could not only travel to far-off places but also carry heavy load on carts. They began using the wheel for other purposes as well. The wheel was used for making pottery out of clay. These pots were used for cooking and storing grain. This wheel used for pottery was known as the potter's wheel. Slowly, pottery became a specialized craft. A potter could now prepare pots of different shapes and sizes. Thus, the invention of wheel improved the lives of the early human beings and became a turning point in history. And this is the early humans pulling cart. Sledge means a vehicle drawn by horses or dogs. Now recap. The early humans discovered the idea of farming. They realized that water helped in farming, so they began settling near water bodies. Early humans began domestication of animals for various purposes. Invention of wheel helped them in many ways. With the help of the potter's wheel, they were able to make pots for various shapes and sizes. Exercises. A. Choose the correct answer and fill in the blanks. 1. Early humans started living on river banks. B is correct. Number 2. Bullocks were used to plow the land. Bullocks. A is correct. Number 3. Early humans tied hollow logs of wood together to form a raft. A is correct. Question and answers will refer to the notebook. C. State whether these statements are true or false. 1. Farming was done by early humans. True. 2. People started domesticating animals for fun. False. 3. Horses were used to plow the land for farming. False. 4. Raft was used to travel on land. False. 5. Wheel was used to make pottery. True. Part D. Match the column. Number 1. River banks are early settlements. Animals are domesticated for food. Wheel, important invention. Raft, travel on water. And sledge, travel on land. Now in the notebook. Question number 1. How did early humans invent farming? Answer. Early humans saw seeds of fruits which were thrown carelessly on the soil after eating, which later grew into new plants. They soon realized plants could grow if seeds were thrown in the soil. Question number 2. Why did early humans settle near water bodies? Answer. Early humans realized the use of water helped them grow more crops. So, they started living near rivers, lakes, or any other water bodies. 3. Name the animals that were domesticated by early humans. Answer. Cows, goats, sheep, dogs, horses, and donkeys are some animals domesticated by early humans. And the last question is, how did invention of wheel help the early humans? Answer. After the invention of wheel, the early humans could travel to far-off places and carry heavy loads or carts. They began using the wheel for making pottery as well. Now in the workbook, worksheet 1. A. Match the columns. Domestication, sheep, rafting, woodlog, plowing, bullocks, and sledging is for wheel. How was rafting done by the early humans? Why was it needed? The answer is, early humans took logs of wood together and tied it up to make rafts, as logs of wood could easily float on water. These rafts were needed to carry loads across river from one place to another easily. C. What important factors were required for starting of the early human settlements? Different factors required for early human settlements are fire, rivers and lakes, shelter and food, fertile soil. Virtue 2a. State whether the following are true or false. Number 1. Early humans began farming after seeing fruits falling from tree. False. 2. Early human settlements started near the forest areas. True. 3. Cow, zebra, deer were some of the domesticated animals by the early humans. False. 4. Logs of wood rolling down a slope lead to the invention of wheel. True. 5. Sheep and goats were used for guarding other domesticated animals. False. Describe about the farming done by early humans. The early humans saw that when they threw seed on the ground, after some time, new plants grew. Hence, they collected seeds of different plants and spread them on the ground. After a while, these plants grew and bore fruits or grains. What was the significance of potter's wheel in lives of early humans? The potter's wheel helped the early man to make pottery out of clay. Later, these clay pots were used for cooking and storing grains. Slowly, pottery became a specialized art, and now clay pots are made of different shapes and sizes. So if you enjoyed my video, please do like, share, and subscribe, and thank you so much for watching.